You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. That very famous expression probably revolutionized the way I view education more than anything else. My name's Jordan Jennison, and I've been teaching for 8 years. For 6 of those years I spent in the private schools. Probably the most eye-opening year of my teaching career was when I made that transition. I was bombarded with things like Common Core, standardized testing, and becoming part of a union, while at the same time I was given tools I'd never even seen before, like funding and professional development and the support from administration that I couldn't even fathom. Whenever there would be discussion on how to engage the unengaged and the students that are unmotivated, teachers would constantly say, "Look, our job is to lead them to the water, but it isn't to make them drink." I realized something that day, that they were right, partially. It is our job to lead them to water, but it's also our job to make them thirsty. So naturally, the next question would have to be, what makes students thirsty? And in my humble opinion, it's making material attractive again. Now, this can be easily done through technology, but even more so through things like G Suite. For example, take something archaic like the Socratic Method, something that has high levels of critical thinking, but can be arduous and almost ancient at times. I'm going to show you how you can use something as simple as Google Docs to make the Socratic Method relevant again. So first and foremost, we talk about what the Socratic Method is. In case students have never done one before, we use Google Slides to talk about where it comes from, why we do it, and how it will look in my specific class. Slide 6, there's a colorful diagram telling students what the responsibilities will be and where they will sit. Once students walk in the room, they know exactly where to sit, they open up a Chromebook, they open up the shared document, and they begin collaboration. As students in the inner circle talk, the students behind them each have a unique role. The graphic organizer that the students are using was shared with them a couple days prior. One student in each group grabbed the copy and simply just shared it with everyone in their group. The graphic organizer was made by me, the teacher, with just a simple click of the insert button, going down to the table and including a certain amount of columns and rows depending on the amount of questions that I wanted to use. You can see a completed example of the graphic organizer here, where students chose a specific color and then completed the questions that they signed up for. The far right column, students are making specific comments to one another while they are sitting behind the person in the inner circle. The coolest thing about this is a extension known as DraftBack that can actually show you real time of how students are positively encouraging each other to participate in the Socratic Seminar. So as I play this, you will see specific comments made from students behind the student talking that is encouraging them to say a specific point related to the discussion at hand. So as you can see, with G Suite technology like Google Docs, Google Slides, a little help from an extension known as DraftBack, we can take something like the Socratic Seminar and make it relevant again. And I truly believe that this is a great way to make students thirsty.